up with your fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. I'm your guy, Big Will, and I'm back with some boxing talk. Hey, listen, fam, shots fired. Errol Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia, man, they got a big pay-per-view bout coming up on March 16th. It will be at the Cowboy Stadium down in Dallas, man. For those of you who do not know, Mikey Garcia is coming up 2 weight divisions to challenge Errol Spence for his IBF welterweight title. Now, from the outset of this, man, people were concerned that Mikey would be too small, man. People were saying that Errol Spence will walk straight through the boy, man, that he will beat the brakes off of Mikey Garcia. Well, in preparation for this, Mikey Garcia has joined forces with Victor Conte in his snack program. For those of you who don't know, Victor Conte is the guy who was in big headlines years ago, big scandals, big steroid scandal, one of the biggest steroid scandals in the history of sports, man. And we all know that, you know what I mean, he told on a lot of pro athletes, man. He went to jail, sent a lot of other people down with him, man. Victor Conte was known back then as very a scumbag. You dig where I'm coming from? But now all of a sudden he got a revelation, man, that he wants to be this advocate for against steroid abuse, man, against steroid use and abuse. So he created this snack program where basically he's providing these athletes with supplements, you know what I'm saying, and vitamins and, you know what I mean, proteins and, you know what I mean, shit like that, man. Now, you know, back in the day, Victor Conte, he was the type of guy who knew how to beat the system, man. He knew how to create steroids and things like that, you know, with substances that was not being regulated, that were not on the test. He knew how to beat the test. You understand what I'm saying? And now, you know, we're supposed to believe that he's walking this straight line, that he's going to do the right thing, man. And maybe he is. Hopefully he is. Now, Mikey Garcia, myself, I don't think Mikey Garcia is a cheater. I don't think that, you know, that he will use anything intentional. He will put anything intentional into his body. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia is definitely a professional, and he's always carried himself like that, man. But Mikey Garcia has been working up there with Victor Conte at his facility, you know, for a couple weeks now, maybe about a month, a couple weeks, close to a month now. And he put out this picture. As you can see, like, there's nothing dramatic about this picture. But if you knew Mikey Garcia's body before this picture, here's a picture before. Now you can see that there's a big difference in his physique, and you know, he's only been up there a few weeks now. With all the, you know, talk about Victor Conte and his illegal use of steroids, you know what I'm saying, it got the internet buzzing, man. And the champion, Errol Spence, he talked about his observation of these photos, and this is what Errol Spence had to say.
I'm trying to get like Mikey in the next 2 weeks. That nigga thing got swole. That boy look like Kangaroo Jake on steroids.
Now, for those of you who didn't hear it, man, I'm gonna play it again. He said he's trying to look like Mikey, man. He said that boy done got swole, man. Look like Kangaroo Jack on steroids. Pay attention. I'm gonna play it one more time.
I'm trying to get like Mikey in the next 2 weeks. That nigga thing got swole. That boy look like Kangaroo Jake on steroids.
Now, I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, if Errol Spence is trying to say that the boy Mikey Garcia is juicing, you know what I'm saying, or not. You know what I mean? That's not for me to say. But what I'm saying is that, you know, that's what's been going around, man. You know, like I said, Victor Conte is a known cheat. Mikey Garcia has stated that he wanted to put on some size, man. You know what I'm saying? And in a short amount of time that, you know, he's been up there, he has put on, you know, a decent amount of size, man. But we don't know how big he was before he went up there. His last fight was in July, the end of July, when he defeated Robert Easter. So a couple months, you know what I'm saying, he could have put on some weight, he could have been working out, you know what I'm saying. But you know, Errol Spence has noticed this sudden change in his physique, and everybody else has also, man. Robert Garcia did an interview the other day with the Boxing Voice, man, where he talked about Mikey putting on size, you know what I'm saying. Mikey did an interview on the Boxing Voice also. Shout out to the Boxing Voice, man. Them dudes over there, they've been having a whole lot of interviews, man, lately, man, with fighters and trainers and just, you know, people inside the boxing world, and they're giving us great content to talk about, man. So shout out to them, man. I think they're doing a hell of a job up there. You know what I mean? Nestor Gibbs, man. Shout out to you, homie. You know, doing your thing, fam. Hey, but listen, man. Mikey stated that he wanted to put on size and strength. You know what I'm saying? He knows that he's not going to be able to match Errol Spence, you know, physically. But he wanted to put on some size and strength to be able to stand his ground a little more. Then, you know, he's coming up in weight. He wanted to be able to stand his ground a little more, man. And maybe Robert Garcia, he didn't actually say it, but, you know, he let it slip out a little bit that maybe the game plan is to maybe back Errol Spence up. You know what I mean? Maybe he wants to put on this size to back Errol Spence up. You know what I mean? I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know if he would be able to do it. But, you know what I'm saying? Here's what Robert Garcia had to say about Spence getting backed up. Listen to Robert.
When that type of fighter is backed up, you know, I'm not saying his whole strength or his whole power goes out of the way. You know, he's still going to be strong, but he's not as strong anymore. You know, so you know, we got to find different ways, different scenarios. Me and my dad are working on that every day.
So he's stating that, you know what I'm saying, that his strength is that, you know, he walks guys down and beat them up. So he's saying that maybe if Mikey Garcia is the aggressor and backs him up, you know, maybe that takes some of the power, you know what I mean, away from Errol Spence Jr., man. Me, myself, I think that's going to be a real tall task for Mikey to do, but impossible? Absolutely not. It has been done plenty of times before, and if anyone can do it, Mikey Garcia can. Mikey Garcia is a very, very great fighter. He's definitely a couple tiers above, you know what I mean, the rest in his weight class, man, and that's why he wants the best. He wants to challenge himself, man, and, you know, he's taking on the best at welterweight right now, and that's Errol Spence, man. He wants to prove to the world and prove to himself that, you know, he's one of the greatest fighters of this generation, and that's what he said time and time again, man. And people, you know, a lot of people think that Errol Spence is just going to walk through Mikey Garcia. Me, myself, I think it's going to be a better fight than people anticipate. You know what I'm saying? Although I do see, you know, Errol Spence beating the brakes off of Mikey, I do think it will be very competitive, man. I think it will be very, very competitive. And it's not impossible that Mikey can pull off this upset, man, because Mikey has the skills, and, you know what I mean, he definitely got the heart, man. He definitely got the heart. You know, he wanted this challenge. He accepted this challenge. He signed the contract, and he got so much self-belief, man, that you know what I mean, it makes you want to root for him, man. It makes you want to go for him. It makes the fight that much more interesting, man, that this guy really believes that he can go in there and beat this guy who's supposed to be the boogeyman at 147. You know what I mean? That's real interesting, man. And that makes this fight that much special, man. I cannot wait for this fight. I'm counting down. I marked my calendar. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, I'm 90% going in Dallas for this fight. It'll probably be the first fight that I cover this year, but you know, be on the lookout for more about this fight coming from Big Faces Worldwide. I'm gonna stay on top of this. I'm gonna drop more videos on it every time they break some breaking news about it. I'm gonna let you guys know. But for those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to don't leave out of here without subscribing, man. Don't forget to tap dance on that like button, man. And if you dislike it, hit the dislike button. But make sure you hit it twice. Peace.